All right, let's move on to the best. The best players.
Best player. Now, national media, obviously, they're losing their minds over Emeka Egbuka, and rightfully so.
Of course.
I was there at Raymond James Stadium. Rondé was at the draft. I was at Raymond James Stadium when the Bucs drafted Emeka Egbuka. I was on the field with thousands of other Bucs fans, and it was a booed pick, okay?
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Egbuka.
What? What? What?
And now, man, Jason Light looks like this prophecy maker
Right.
with a pick that 2 touchdowns in the debut. I mean, so the national media, rightfully so, Rondé, losing their minds over Emeka Egbuka.
So not only are you keeping receipts, Jason Light is definitely keeping those receipts. He wasn't there. He was at One Buck Place's war room doing the picking. But I don't know that he saw the clips. I'm sure he did, probably on social media because they were everywhere. Saw the clips of all the Bucs fans in the stadium starting to boo when we picked Emeka Egbuka at number 19.
Wanting defense. And that, for clarity, folks, the Bucs fans were expecting a first-round defensive juggernaut.
Yes.
And it was people were thinking, wide receiver, we have Mike Evans, we have Chris Godwin. My God, we have Jalen McMillan. We're stacked at wide receiver. What are we doing?
Right. And I think he knew, and now we know exactly what the reasoning was. Chris Godwin was not going to be healthy. Not that they anticipated him not starting the season, but he wasn't healthy at the time of the draft. And yes, you love J-Mac. Who doesn't? I mean, the way he ended last season, you got to expect that he was going to improve. Remember, we had Josh Grizzard on this show, the Rondé Barber Show, the week before the training camp started, and he said the one guy that needs to step up and take on a bigger role was Jalen McMillan. And then as he's starting to do that, he gets hurt in that second preseason game, and all of a sudden you're like, thank goodness we drafted a wide receiver. So best player, absolutely. It was Emeka Egbuka. 4 catches, 67 yards, for a 16.8 yard average and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, that's a pretty awesome debut for the rookie. And it would be easy to say he's the best player of that game.
But you're not gonna.
That's low hanging fruit. That would be me not doing my job as an analyst and actually watching who the best player was on Sunday, and I'm going to tell you who it was. And you're going to be like, what are you talking about? It was another wide receiver, and his name was Sterling Shepard. Go back and watch that game. Sterling Shepard showed up 3 times. He had 3 catches. 2 of them were on third downs, long third downs where he had to make a play. And then there's another crucial play that he made before one of those Emeka touchdowns. Baker, who wasn't his best.
Don't make me hit the button again.
Wasn't his best.
All right. Hold one more time so it's clear.
So
Shut up,
Baker threw a ball that he didn't see a guy cutting across. It was going to be an interception. There's no way the defensive back wasn't going to catch this. And I think Sterling Shepard made probably the best pass breakup of the day on either side on this one play. And he incomplete, ball's on the ground, next play, or 2 plays later, touchdown. Sterling Shepard showed up when they needed him today. You're down at wide receiver. You got Mike Evans, you got Emeka Egbuka, a rookie, and you got Sterling Shepard, who only starts to show up when they need him. He did it last year down the stretch. He had injuries, right? Sterling Shepard showed up. First game of the year, you down receivers, you got injuries. Sterling Shepard showed up. And it's the little things, man. The little things win games like that. And Sterling Shepard did a lot of little things well. He only had 3 catches, but he had 3 catches on 3 targets, and he had 2 first down catches, the most of any Bucs receiver in the game Sunday. So
the forgotten Buck. Okay. I mean, you're hearing so much preseason buzz, obviously. Mike Evans is obviously always the leader of the wide receiver room and trying to break Jerry Rice's record. You have Chris Godwin on the tip of people's tongues because, you want him to come back because Bucs fans love Chris Godwin and want to see him as healthy as can be. And then, of course, you have the thrilling finish to the season last year. Jalen McMillan, one of the best wide receivers in all of football. And then we draft Emeka Egbuka. Sterling Shepard largely forgot about for Bucs fans.
Right.
So that's nice to have. We should hit the I have other sound effects here, but we should hit the applause button. Where it is,
There
applause
he
button
is.
for Sterling Shepard because nice to see him, Baker's buddy, getting a little bit of a shout
His
out here.
familiarity with Baker is a good thing. It goes all the way back to college now, but his familiarity is a really, really good thing in this offense. And you know what? He's a guy that brings a little bit of that attitude too. If you go around one Buck plays, and I remember the joint practices. The only dude talking that was him. he's an excitable dude.
And let's
man.
call him really a veteran.
Yeah.
Truly a veteran wideout for the Bucs too, which is
Well, you know what? He's not only that, he accepts his role, right? This is a guy that they continue to move up and down in the practice squad because you have the ability to do that with the new rules in the CBA, where you can move guys into the practice squad, bring them up. Like he like last year, I can't remember if that happened this year or not, but last year he didn't make the 53-man roster, so they put him on the practice squad, knowing that they were just going to pull him up when they needed him. And that's swallowing your pride, man. Like this guy's been in the league for a long time, man. When OBJ got hurt in New York, Sterling Shepard's the guy that stepped up and assumed the role, right? Yep. Became wide receiver 1 up there. And then as you get older, obviously your value kind of diminishes. But for us, we'll take him. His value is huge. He's been hugely important for us over the last 2 years. So
clearly doing the little things. You already mentioned this name, but we have to mention it here again because it's another important but not as much talked about storyline for the Bucs, and that's offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard.
Yeah.
His first game in the NFL, first regular season game calling plays. How do you think Grizzard did as a play caller in Week 1 against the Falcons?
He got better as the game went on, for sure. And I think the one thing that Liam Cohen did really well last year, I thought, was sequence plays. And that's just your personality as a play caller. It's understanding how you want the game to work and look and then progress, and then calling plays to set up plays later, and keep running plays that work. Just repeat plays that work. Like Josh, his first time calling real plays, very first time, right? Not only Liam did it in college. He took Kentucky back to the precipice in 1 year that he was in Kentucky as the offensive coordinator. He called plays when he was in LA. Josh Grizzard was which we talked about, we've covered this on the show, was quality control. He was wide receiver coach 1 year in Miami, and then went back to quality control, and then came to Tampa and was the pass game coordinator. Now, he helped with setting up plays, but he has never called them in a game. So look, he's going to get better with reps, and I thought later in that game, his play calling got really, really good. And he started to take advantage of some of the things that Atlanta was doing, and that's the most important part that I took away from his debut game. He got better as the game went on, figuring out how to call plays to attack what Atlanta was trying to do.
Well, isn't that the biggest difference for a regular season game, obviously,
Yeah.
is in-game adjustments? Because you can call plays all day long in the preseason or even, whether it's practice or a regular season action is completely different and a completely different speed, right?
It's so basic in the preseason. You're calling, day one install plays. That's it. Like you're calling duo, which is, the offensive lineman, each two guys block the guy on the line of scrimmage, and you run simple plays. You don't call your gap schemes. You don't call the reverse motion. All the nuances that make good offenses good. You don't call those plays in the preseason at all. And so Week 1 is really when you get a chance to see that all your stuff is working.